Hi, and welcome back to a new episode of Ask Tay Anything, where you ask me questions and I answer. Or I just talk about things that are on my mind because I just can't keep everything in this noggin anymore. Today, we're going to talk about something that mostly everybody deals with, and that's mental health. I know, we don't like that word. Mental health doesn't always look like falling apart every day, crying every day, not getting up out of bed every day, not eating. It doesn't always look like that. Mental health doesn't always look like somebody falling apart. Sometimes you can be falling apart on the inside and be completely fine on the outside and look like nothing is even wrong. You can be smiling and acting like nothing is even happening. Sometimes it looks like showing up every day and doing what you're supposed to do and just, still feeling completely exhausted inside. And I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions about mental health is that people think you can see it. Like if someone is struggling, they look sad or they're not functioning well. But some of the people struggling the most are the ones who look like they have everything all together. I've had days where I've showed up, I've done what I was supposed to do, I took care of everything, I showed up for everybody, and I still felt like I was just trying to hold it all together. And that's the part that people don't talk about. You can be productive, you can be strong, you can be fine, and you can still be struggling. And sometimes it's not even one big thing, it's a bunch of little things. It's stress, emotions you don't process, you're holding them in, things you've pushed down, swept under the rug. You're going to take care of it later. Um, like I was overreacting, so I'm just not going to sit with those emotions and figure out I am angry. So why am I angry? What's the underlying emotion? Because when we're angry, there's always that underlying emotion. You can be lashing out, you can be upset, but let's sit back and process and realize underneath that there's probably sadness and stress and resentment because you're not getting help you need, or you are crying out for help and you feel like nobody is seeing you. And I feel like a lot of people are quiet about their mental health because they don't want to feel like a burden, or they feel like, well, so and so has it worse than me, or it could be worse. Well, the truth is, you don't need a valid excuse or a valid reason to be struggling. If you feel it, it's real. Mental health struggles can feel like being overwhelmed for no reason, being tired even when you slept, overthinking literally everything, feeling disconnected, or just not feeling like yourself. And that is one of the hardest parts because everything around you looks normal, but inside, it doesn't feel that way at all. And then comes a moment where you just feel like everything's too much. And it's not because you're weak, it's because you've been strong for way too long without letting anything out, without letting anybody in and helping you. I've been learning that taking care of your mental health doesn't always look like a big change. Sometimes it's small changes over time, going to therapy. Um, this is a cliche. I don't even know if cliche is the word, but we live in the world of technology, watching TikToks, watching YouTube, connecting with people who are going through the same thing as you really has helped. Sometimes therapy isn't for you, or maybe sometimes you have to go to a couple different therapists to find the right fit for you, and that's okay. You're not going to click, probably, most likely, with the first person that you seek, you know, therapy from. There are things out there like BetterHelp, not sponsored, but that's something that you can do online. Um, and I'm not sure how that works, if it goes through insurance. If you don't have insurance, I'm not sure, but there's things out there. Call your mom, call somebody, talk to somebody. There's always somebody out there that's going to listen to you and who's going to resonate with you, or help you get to a point where you're feeling a little bit better. And that's when it's okay to just let go. You know that saying, let go and let God? I think that's how it goes. Let people help you, or if people are reaching out because they realize that something is not right, let them in, because you cannot fight battles on your own, okay? And even if you did win this battle, there's a whole war that needs to be fought. Sometimes, you just need to give yourself grace, give yourself a break, say no, take space, let yourself feel things inside instead of avoiding them. That's okay. It's okay to cry. Crying releases stress, and I promise you 110% of the time after you cry, you are going to feel so much better. I don't know. I don't know what the science is behind it, but you just will. And I really want to say this because I feel like it's not said enough, especially when you're going through a hard time. You are not broken, you're not dramatic, and you're not too much. And it's okay to feel this way. You're human, and being human comes with feelings, sometimes really deep feelings that sometimes we don't know how to process, and that's okay. And that's why there are people out there who are there to help us, like therapists and friends and family, you know, and also medication, because sometimes our chemistry in our brain, like our serotonin, is not where it's supposed to be. So we need to take medication to supplement the serotonin that we're missing, just like people with thyroid issues. If you're missing your thyroid hormone, you're going to take a synthetic hormone to supplement your thyroid. It's okay to take medication. It's okay to ask for help, and it's okay to not be okay. If you're feeling off, overwhelmed, or just not like yourself, you're not alone, I promise. You are not crazy for feeling the way you do. You might just need to rest, space, or to fully let yourself feel what you've been holding on, what you've been holding in. If you've ever thought it, yeah, me too, then subscribe, ask me anything. Thank you guys. I really hope that somebody out there takes something away from this, and just know that it truly is okay to not be okay. And if you need somebody to talk to, my DMs are open. So, like and subscribe. This is obviously a pyramid scheme. So, make your friends watch this and make your friends subscribe too.